Another question that Prabhuji comes in mind when we talk of ISKCON, so in the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna is urged to fight when he gets the lesson of Bhagavad Gita, but we see usually devotees are chanting and they are dancing on the streets. So don't you think they should devote their time more in contributing to the societies by actively contributing in the social issues?
Very good question. So, according to Gita, one should work, but at the same time, one should also have time to pray. In Gita, Lord Krishna says, Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mam anusmara yudhyacha. That means you think of me, Krishna says, at the same time you fight, right? So you do both. So, yes, in ISKCON, devotees chant, but it's not that they only chant; they also work, right? In fact, they work more than those who are materialistic people.
So they're doing.
Yes, they are doing both. They are both doing both simultaneously. And on the other hand, those who are like workaholics, those who only work and work. We should know that nobody can work all the time. Even those who are workaholics, they need time for recreation. They need time for entertainment, and experiencing life. So they spend that time, in various other activities, whether it is going to clubs, or whether they are whatever types of enjoyment, entertainment, recreation. So they are spending their time there. So instead of spending time there, we are spending that time, we are getting that recreation in spirituality. But it is not that we are only chanting and not working. Our ISKCON founder Acharya of ISKCON, Srila Prabhupada used to say, I am at the age of 80, I am working much more than what you can do in your 20s. You know, so we are chanting, but we are also working. In fact, chanting is not really stopping your work. It is in fact only giving you the motivation to work more efficiently and more, in the right direction. Yeah, so that is so therefore spirituality doesn't teach you to be lazy, doesn't encourage you to be lazy or irresponsible.
Okay. So we have our audience with us. So if there is any question in the audience for Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, sometimes humility is considered as weakness. So how to be firm and humble at the same time?
Okay, good question. Very often asked that humility is considered to be weakness. In fact, the urge to react when you are threatened or when you are attacked, we always have the urge to react. In fact, that urge to react is a weakness. And a strong person doesn't have the need to react to every threat, apparent threat or apparent reversal in life. So humility gives you the strength to withstand any kind of attack, and you don't have the need to or react to that. So humility is not weakness, humility is strength. Yes, and someone who becomes reactive whenever there is a small provocation, he is a weak person. Someone incites you and you become angry. So is that strength or weakness? That is weakness, because you can't control your emotions and you have an obsession, you have a insecurity where you feel that I need to react to something. But a humble person doesn't have to react, doesn't have to respond to every provocation. Rather, he uses his energy in doing what he wants to do, in doing what is right and pursuing goals in life. Right? So humility is not weakness, rather it is strength. But that does not mean that you let others exploit you. You don't have to react, but at the same time you can take the necessary steps to safeguard yourself from the threats that are being caused by others. So and do what you want to do. You don't need to tell everyone what you want to do. You can do it without having to respond to someone, but at the same time you should take the necessary steps to safeguard yourself without becoming reactive. So that is humility. Humility doesn't mean that you let others trample you. It means that you don't have to respond unnecessarily, but at the same time you can act firmly. Where you have to, take strong decisions, you take strong decisions.